You can support this podcast by buying awesome Smacking Off the Podcast merchandise. You can buy our merchandise direct from our Spreadshop store at smackology.myspreadshop.com. Visit it today.
You can help to sustain and grow this podcast by using our affiliate links to buy the things that you are probably going to purchase anyway. Check out our Amazon Associate store to find college football apparel to buy just in time for football season. Upgrade your TV package with Dish Network. Subscribe to Showtime to tap into one of the largest catalogs of movies of any premium movie source. Buy Smacking Off merchandise at our Spreadshop. Smacking Off the podcast thanks you in advance. And please remember to like and comment on our videos.
Smacking Off the podcast.
And welcome back to Smacking Off the podcast. I'm your host, Shannon Madden. I'm joined with Doug Phillips, my co-host and producer. And man, college football's upon us. Yay!
It is.
Yeah, it's all up in us. NC State's playing right now.
They are. I'm looking at it right now.
How about my Blazers? Blazers kicked that ass 31-0. Back State. That's Bill Clark's old program. I got to bring up UAB every single episode this season because I don't think Bill Clark's going to be at UAB much longer. I feel like this is his year.
He may be there a little longer than you think because I'm starting to hear rumblings about UAB possibly getting a call from the Big 12. They want that Birmingham TV market.
It wouldn't be bad. UAB's got that shiny new stadium to show off. Looks good on TV. It looks good from outside the stadium. I haven't been in it yet, but I plan to this season.
Birmingham is the ratings capital of college football.
And most importantly, it is right across the street from the SEC headquarters. And to have UAB, a representative of the Big 12, playing week in and week out across the street from the headquarters of the SEC, with what has went down with Texas and Oklahoma leaving the Big 12 for the SEC. Yeah, I think that would kind of be, I don't know. I mean, it's certainly not much of a trade. I'm a huge UAB fan, but come on, let's be real here. We're talking about two of the largest programs, the most successful programs in college football today. Well, Texas, maybe not so much, but, there's a lot of money in Texas, a lot of money in Texas football, and now it's in the SEC. So that definitely has to stick in their craw just a little bit. And I'm sure it's influencing their decision, but particularly with UAB, just a tad bit. Come on, man.
Yep. I got some bad news tonight. I'm recording with Windows.
You and I both are very anti-Windows people.
Well, here's what happened. I did the Guru segment on Tuesday night.
Mm-hmm.
And I recorded it with Windows because I needed to do it in the den. And for some reason, my OBS on Linux won't record in the den.
Mm-hmm.
So I jumped over to Windows and did it. And it's the best audio that I've ever had recording these segments.
You sound great. So, I mean, I can at least attest to that. We got a great, here's, why are you trying to, I don't want to see your video, Mike. I guess we got to see Mike. Mike Gibbs has joined on the podcast along with President Justin Pike. Shannon Russell.
What's going on, fellas?
Where's Shannon at? Shannon's keeping her camera off. Now, I want to see you, Shannon. Cut your camera on. She's not going to do it. She's not going to play with you. Why not? Are you naked?
With the hurricane. I'm roughing it with the hurricane. I've had no power for 5 days.
Oh, that's right. Your hair's all messed up and you don't have any makeup on. Yeah, you got, so you were able to, because you experienced the great big hurricane. You were right there in the eye of it.
What are you guys talking about?
I'm talking about what you brought up in the chat earlier.
We got secrets. I want to hear some secrets.
She was talking to somebody over in SEC Smack.
You talking about Justin?
I
and
mean, you
Landon?
dinged like 67 times in 13 minutes. You should know what you were talking about, Shannon.
You did, dang.
Justin, it's called a chat. It's called a chat for a reason, for you to chat.
So what were we
And I get
chatting
it.
about?
I mean, if you want to chat, type out what you got to say and say it.
Well, somebody fucking tell me who you were talking to,
I got a lot
because
to
the
say.
suspense is killing me, especially over at SEC Smack. It could be anybody.
Who was you talking to, Shannon?
I mean, oh, why did you have to bring that up, Doug? I'm not talking about it.
I mean, come on.
Because
Just,
then I'm not going to be able to get a few of them on the show.
Oh, it's a her. I already know who it is. I bet I know.
No, you're
who
lying.
it
I don't
is.
trust you. It's a female.
Okay,
Your
yeah, I
favorite
already know who it
person.
is.
Is it Landon Bingham?
Well, no, we'll talk off air.
What happened with y'all?
that-
Because I don't remember.
That is a very interesting story that we'll talk about off air. But she was definitely, if it's the same person I'm thinking of, was a frequent contributor to the show, and she did a very naughty thing.
have a moment of silence.
Yeah, there'll be a moment of silence
Yeah, I mean,
for
I gotta say,
the
I was-
frequent contributor of the show. It was Andrew Charles, wasn't it?
Well, I was. Here's my thing. I was saying right before Justin
Did you ever
started
write that
complaining
letter,
about
Doug?
my
No.
messages.
Should have.
Here's my thing. All these people that want to tear down groups, it's totally pointless. Like, I'd rather build a group and have fun, you know, do something positive. The whole tear down thing, and if y'all been a part of it, whatever, that's your thing. It's stupid. It's dumb.
I'm going to go ahead right now. I'm going to go ahead and interject, because I am an absolute massive fan of SEC Smack. They're a very large part of why I got involved in the Smack groups to begin.
Yeah, it was my first group.
I had so much fun over there. But my first group actually was JPC's group. That was the one that Doug added me to. Was it F-Bomb?
Oh, Lord have mercy. No wonder that's what's wrong with you. That is what's wrong.
Yeah,
with
that's
you.
why JPC got the rough treatment on the show from us after
kidding.
Paul Garner just destroyed his ass. And we try to share that anywhere and everywhere we can that JPC pops up in.
I don't battle with JPC anymore. We made peace, and I'm good with it. So I know y'all got beef, but we had.
Nah, I ain't got no. I have no beef with JPC whatsoever.
I'm not rocking that boat.
JPC had beef with the show though, because he felt like he was blindsided by what Paul Garner did to his ass, and Jesse brought that on himself. I'm just going to leave it at that. Paul Garner gave him what for, and that was the end of it. But I don't know. He kind of wanted to be a bitch about it for a little while, so we had to be a bitch back. You know?
There is a little bit more. There is a little bit more to the
Yeah, but
story.
that's just like being you. Whenever, like I was saying
more to the
earlier,
story.
you make me mad. I tell you
Yeah.
off, and we get over it.
He really got mad the first time we brought Pike on
Oh yeah,
because of the thing
Big
with the
Mike's always
veterans.
problem.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
People are so jealous of
Mike
me.
is rolling his eyes.
People are so jealous of me.
That was one of the greatest trolls ever, and you really weren't even trying on that one.
Where's
That
Mike?
was,
Is Mike on here?
that was the amazing part about that whole
I see
the
Mike.
troop over at SEC, and I'm not gonna go into the whole thing. You can go check out SEC Smack yourself. In fact, I encourage everybody to do it. It's a wonderful group of people. They're a little stiff over there sometimes. There's a couple of them over there that
Listen,
don't
can I
like
say my piece about SEC Smack?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm going to talk about it one more time.
Resident expert.
Never going to talk about it again. So they let me back in over the summer after the group got shut down. And once they let me back in because I know what they wanted. They wanted me to build the group back up. So I go in there, build it up, blah, blah, blah. Well, then the admins start muting me again, putting my post on pending approval. So then I went to Facebook jail. So I don't know if they thought that I left. I went to Facebook jail. They made David LaRue really mad, too, because they started doing the same thing to him. That group completely – okay, so the administration of that group completely tore it down because they didn't let the people that – what built the group, you know, be a part of what made the group. You know what I mean? It was just so many egos. And these people that, you know, that are clicking behind these admins, they don't even talk. They're all, like, behind the scenes. And it's just – it's to the point now. I got a fake profile in there, and – I was in there for probably 7-8 years, and the fact that it's the first week of college football, and the most exciting thing is that they're talking about right now is what Shannon Russell is talking about, a podcast and another group. If that's the number one threat right now, they're in big trouble. And it's sad to see. I don't want to discredit them, but they fucked it up. I mean, you even see David Marshall, who used to be in there. You don't even see him in there anymore. You know what I mean? He just pretty much let it go. He just fucked it
Well,
up.
and the person
Wait,
that
are you
we're
saying-
talking about, the person that we're talking about too, which I'm not even going to name, but the person we're talking about too also attempted to take our own group down and was involved in that. She wasn't directly involved in it, but she was very complicit with it. She was one of our admins at the time, so it was like the most ultimate of betrayals. And then she did something pretty nasty at the very end of it to try to keep everything contained, and that didn't work either. But I'll talk about that off air.
Shannon, turn your
Just leave
camera
it at
on.
that. I want to see you all natural.
I mean, I've been to the South. I've seen.
I've been in the group live many times. I'm not afraid to go live.
No, I'm
But
talking
right
about
now, I am
unfiltered, no
roughly the worst
makeup.
I've ever run.
Just woke up. I mean, I want to see you in your natural form.
I'm on day 5 of no electricity. Coming on anytime soon.
Why don't you come up to DC? We got plenty of electricity up here. We're doing fine.
I just might. I'm gonna be honest. Like when I was a kid, we hardly ever saw hurricanes. Like the worst one I can remember was Andrew, and now it's like we had 5 hurricanes in Louisiana last year. 5, and even one that hit 3 hours away from here, we lost power for a week. And they're telling us I'm not gonna have power for a month. I'm ready to move. I can't deal with this.
I got a
But look at New York.
house.
Y'all know when I went up to New York and destroyed parts of New York. New York's flooding because the same hurricane that hit Louisiana. It's maybe there is something to this climate control. I don't know. I think it's the end times. We'll see.
Climate control?
For all you believers and non-believers.
Climate change.
What?
Oh, climate change.
Stream it like a pro with VidGo. 95 plus channels, $10 for the first month, and only $55 a month after that. Go to smackology.life/VidGo to order VidGo today. VidGo TV is compatible with Amazon Fire TV devices, Apple TV, Android phones and tablets, Android smart TVs, Apple phones and tablets, Roku streaming devices, and web browsers on laptops and PCs.
Here's 6 things that you can do to help support this podcast. Like, share and comment on our videos. Buy our merchandise. Use our affiliate web links to buy great products and services from our affiliates. And tell others about our podcast.
Predictions.
Real quick, though, you know what we need to do right now? We need to talk about some UCLA LSU.
How about the job Clay Helton is doing right out of the gate at UCLA? Let's talk about that for a minute.
Clay Helton don't coach at UCLA.
Okay, and that's the
My
segment.
favorite person. Mike,
Y'all did a wonderful job. I was expecting Mike Gibbs to jump in and say something about that, but
Mike?
Mike.
is he even with us? Is he even doing this thing with us? Is this happening?
Yes, he was on here.
Yeah,
Mike.
he's still here. Mike.
I name checked his coach. I name checked the team across town from his coach, and he didn't say a single fucking word.
No, we're just getting off work. You can say hi to my brother, Shannon. He can hear you.
Your
He's
brother
an
is
Ohio
with us?
State fan.
He's an Ohio State fan, and he's on the show with us?
Hi, brother.
Yeah. Alex
Hi.
Alex is too light skinned to be my brother, Justin. But I think UCLA's got something for LSU. I've been saying it all summer. I didn't just start saying it when I seen the Hawaii game.
Yeah, UCLA is going to beat LSU this weekend. I hate to say it.
Hush your mouth. Hush your mouth.
Well,
I'm
they
telling
knew
you,
about to use their quarterback versus Hawaii. They really did. Wait till you see DTR get down
Okay,
into.
right.
Yeah.
Excuse me. First of all, they're not even ranked top 3 in the Pac-12, the weak Pac-12. When is the last time the Pac-12 even was invited to the playoffs? And the only reason why they might get invited this year is because they expanded. And we all know.
And it's
that
because UCLA is going to beat LSU.
Well, it's going to be Oregon. It's not going to be UCLA. It's not going to be USC. It's going to be Oregon.
Oregon's not going nowhere. Oregon's going to get beat by Ohio State. I think it's like next week.
UCLA couldn't even beat Oregon State last year.
They're going to beat
The
LSU
last
this year,
5
though.
games
That's
they
so
played,
weird.
they lost 3 of them. I'm sorry, I don't believe that. I don't see it. And all the Chip Kelly overhype. Yes, he's a great coach, but okay, what record does he have? He has a good record in the Pac-12. And I'm sorry, but the Pac-12 is the weakest of the Power 5.
I would disagree and say ACC is.
To say otherwise. What have they shown otherwise to prove that? Mike's gonna get mad at me. Mike's my buddy.
I'm not here to defend the Pac. I'm just here to say that UCLA is going to win.
But y'all haven't done nothing in quite some time, so why should I be?
Took Minnesota plus 14.5 against Ohio State. And they just dropped a pass in the end zone, but they're down 3, about to score. And then I took UCF, Central Florida, and the Gus Bus. I'm on the Gus Bus early. They should take care of Boise. Alex Bryan, take notes. Take notes. Follow me. Follow me.
I'm loving the confidence. I'm loving it.
Pike, what do you think about this UCLA LSU game?
It's, I don't know, LSU. Joe Burrow ain't walking back in that building anytime soon.
No.
LSU had a really good
Well,
team.
I'm glad that you're at
Had a
least
really
giving him
good
some
run,
credit there.
But they lost Joe Brady, and you saw what the offense looked like last year.
Oh, geez,
Chip
that's like so
Kelly is a
overused. Like, come on, Pike.
Just let me finish, Shannon. Chip Kelly's a mastermind offensive coach. He's going to put 31 points up. He's going to put at least 4 touchdowns up. He's going to put 30 points up.
Okay.
I don't know if LSU is going to put up 30 points. That's
Why didn't he beat Oregon State then? Why did he beat Oregon State? Why did he beat Oregon State?
I'm going
let's not talk about
31.
Oregon. Why did he beat Oregon State? How come they didn't win the last 3 of their 5 games?
I'm going 31-28. 31-28.
Oh, because it's a new
UCLA.
year, and all of a sudden the Pac-12 is this dominant conference. Oh, okay.
Well, Shannon, can I at least bring up one? There is one thing to consider here is that the line has already moved in this game just a little bit. Actually, away from LSU because of LSU's a situation with Hurricane Ida disrupting their practice schedule, and of course their rhythm is kind of going to be screwed up a little bit. Now I don't know how much that's going to affect. But you're only talking about a 3-point swing. Vegas is, only given 3 points in this game. So I mean, I know that you've got a disparaging look about the Pac-12 at the moment as far as their past performance. But right here, right now, this very evening, you're only looking at a 3-point spread. So I mean, this is by Vegas standards, this is a very even game.
Y'all gonna always pull for somebody else anyway. So and pull out somebody out of your rear to make it sound good.
Shannon, you know that I'm pretty. I don't really pull for nobody. You know that. I kind of pretty much call it like I see it.
I mean, Vegas had 18. UCLA is an 18-point favorite in Hawaii, and they beat them 44-10. So this is a good UCLA team.
I mean, they put the line at 3. So
yeah, they're trying to make money here. This isn't about homerism. I'm just kind of bringing the whole conversation down to reality just a little bit. I mean, they held Hawaii, which is normally a team that can air it out against most teams, to 10 points. I mean, that's saying a little something about what UCLA is putting together over their program right now.
Really bad. You should be asking, what defense does Pac-12 have? Because if you're going to sit here and compare Pac-12 defense to our defense, I'm just going to hang up.
Yeah, but what offense was LSU able to put up last season? I mean, I'm trying to figure out where LSU is going to be able to find the edge in this game.
Our offense was not the problem last year.
No.
Except in the Auburn game because of Finley.
I mean, there was a lot of problems that you can spread all the way around on that team. I mean, the offense was able to kind of find their footing later in the season.
Bama is not going to repeat this year, okay? That's
sexual assault.
We're talking about UCLA, LSU. Why are we talking about Alabama?
Yeah, why don't we jump into Alabama? Why?
I mean, you can talk about Alabama, but I wasn't prepared to have a conversation about the Alabama-Miami game during this conversation. I mean, Shannon, do me a favor and turn your camera on.
No, I'm really sweating. I'm seriously sweating.
There's no way you can say this shit with a straight face. I'm just saying.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yes, you.
But look, I can show y'all. Look, you want to hear the generator?
I hear it.
Yeah, that's a generator.
See?
Or a tractor or something.
No electricity. I will next podcast. I will, but I'm seriously not cute today.
I don't care. I want to. That's probably going to be even hotter to me. You have no idea what I'm into. I'm into some really, really, really strange stuff.
Not question that at all.
What are you wearing right now? Tell me what you're wearing. Tell me the cartoon image that's on your shirt right now. Describe it to me.
I'm wearing workout clothes. Cause I had to go get
sweet.
gas and wait in the line for 2 hours.
Yoga pants. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
No, I'm not wearing yoga pants.
You're not wearing pants?
And just like a sleeveless workout clothes.
Mike Gibbs, what are you wearing right now? Mike's showing his uniform. Justin Pike. Justin, are you hard? Pull that camera down again. I think Justin Pike is hard right now. Yeah, he's.
Yeah.
God, look at the size of the cock on that guy. Nice cock, bro.
Oh my God. Why do you always have to ruin the podcast?
I'm not ruining anything. I'm pointing out the fact that Justin Cock.
I don't know about y'all, but I haven't heard Mike the last 40 times he's talked.
He's going down the road, man. He's got things going on. We started off talking about LSU, UCLA. We ended up with Roadhead.
Let's talk about Alabama, Miami for a little bit.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about Alabama. Shannon Russell, you have many opinions about this game. You go right ahead.
Miami's not beating Bama. I mean, what else is there to talk about? Next.
Who is? Who is going to beat Bama this year?
Georgia.
LSU.
I'm going to pick Ole Miss.
Ole Miss, Florida, and LSU is going to beat Bama.
No, there's not. The Ole Miss is not going to beat Alabama. Y'all are crazy. Y'all have all been smoking the same crack tonight.
Kenny Rose is getting dynasty sort of drowned in the swamp at week 3 or whatever, for the last month. So Alabama's getting no love, I guess, this year.
Let's talk to the guy who bets thousands of dollars a week on college football about this Alabama-Miami game.
How much money you lose, Mike?
I'm up about $8,000 the last 6 weeks. So Alabama will probably be winning by about 24 points on the last drive of the game. The spread's 18.5, and Miami will go down there, score a shit touchdown with about 30 seconds to go, which happens in a lot of Alabama games if you follow Alabama lines close.
Yeah, because Nick Saban's got a bet on the other team to cover.
Exactly, and they'll win by 17 points and cover the spread by 1.5. The smart money's on Miami plus the 18.5. The dumb money's on Alabama and minus the points. Miami will cover that spread.
And that's your Justin Pike lock of the week.
What's the line on that game right now?
It's 18.5. Last time I looked at it.
Yeah, I've got Alabama winning. I think I picked them 41 to 24. So that would be Miami covering.
And I'm going to interrupt and tell y'all, and don't forget, LSU was the best team ever in the history of college football. And I don't want to hear nothing about that Bama 2020 COVID
I
chance.
thought that was the 04 Trojans, but that's my opinion.
The 04 Trojans, that's a good team.
Of course you say that.
2000 Miami.
Yeah, the 2001 Miami.
In the game, though, did they?
And welcome back to Smacking Off the Podcast with Jess Shannon Madden. No, we can't do that.
I'm still here, boys.
App State looks pretty good, guys.
Are they playing Michigan?
No, East Carolina.
Oh, okay.
I guess everybody looks good against East Carolina, though.
Everybody looks good against Michigan this year, too.
I think Michigan will be better than what they were in previous years.
What's going to happen, Pike? Is Harbaugh going to get the monkey off his back?
They won't beat Ohio State.
All right, so
My prediction, I think within the next 1 year, 2 at the max, he's going to go back to the NFL.
Does anybody want him in the NFL?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he'll get an NFL job in a heartbeat. Because every year in the NFL, you get about 6 to 8 teams to get job openings.
All right, you heard it here first. Harbaugh headed back to the NFL within 1 to 2 seasons.
Name. It's a sexy name. Sexy sales.
Where's his brother? Is his brother still coaching?
Yeah, he coaches for Baltimore.
Oh, he's still at Baltimore. Okay.
Yeah, he's actually, other than Bill Belichick, he's the longest tenure NFL coach in the league, other than Bill Belichick.
Hey, speaking of Bill Belichick, can we just speak really quick? Because, again, we're talking to two Alabama fans. Can we talk really quick about who their starting quarterback is? And
he's going to be a bust. Come on, everybody knew Cam Newton was getting cut regardless. Who cares?
Mac Jones would be that good. Hey, what do y'all think about this? So you got Week 1 NFL matchup. You got Tua against Mac Jones.
I know, isn't that awesome? Who saw that coming?
Not me.
Shannon Russell
future
heard it.
NFL buzz.
Alabama.
Two NFL
I mean,
future
Alabama
buzz.
gets shit on a lot about quarterbacks, but they got 3 starting quarterbacks with Jalen Hurts in Philly. They got 3 Alabama quarterbacks that were in the same locker room at one time.
Rated? Okay, well, Pike, you need to pay attention more to NFL because Burrow is rated above Tua and Jalen, and he for damn
I'm not
sure is
saying
rated
that,
above
honey.
Mac
What I'm
Jones.
saying is Alabama had a team at
And
one
he
time
didn't play a
that had
full
3
year last year,
quarterbacks
okay?
on one roster, and all 3 of them were
Okay,
starting.
Jalen's like way at the bottom of the list.
We can't
That
even
means he's
fucking
probably
have
on his way out
just a
the door.
small conversation about, and you can't even feel happy for us just for a couple minutes. The fact that we have 3
Dude,
starting
will you
quarterbacks.
give LSU some credit when it's
How
due?
many
Then
starting
I will
quarterbacks does LSU have in this year's opening day, NFL opening day?
Go ahead. We'll let you
What
answer.
makes it impressive is they were all on the same.
I know one.
Actually,
Is there-
Jalen
is there
went to
more than-
Oklahoma, so y'all
is there-
can't even count him. You can't count him, but see, I'm still trying to count it.
I'm still counting them. Yes.
Because Jalen Hurts spent all of his college career at Oklahoma, or spent a majority of his college career at Oklahoma. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that happened.
I don't care. I don't care. He finished at Oklahoma.
Oh,
That's where they can claim him. So just pipe it down.
Shannon, cut
I
your
mean,
camera
y'all
off.
talk about where Cam Newton played. No, everybody knows
he played at Auburn.
The last place he played was Auburn.
That was the very bad. We have Doug and myself. Doug and myself. Hey, listen, I want to talk. You brought up Cam Newton. Let's talk about Cam Newton for half a second. Cam Newton came from the state of Alabama at Auburn. He came here via the University of Florida because he stole a laptop there. He was caught red-handed, got sent to JUCO. They spent $160,000 of Auburn trustee money to buy him, and he came in for one season, and it wound up being the best $160,000 that Auburn had ever spent.
It was a great investment. Yes, it was.
It really was. It was. I mean, seriously. No, excuse me. It was the greatest donation that they've ever made to any church.
He went to Oklahoma. Don't claim him. Don't claim him. He gave the finger to the tide. He's a Sooner. Get over it. Move on. You have one more quarterback in the NFL. Whoop-de-doo. And both of them are going to flop. Watch.
Shannon Russell is rewriting history as we speak on Smacking Off. I'm loving this. This is a great. I love your version of history. Your what would that be? That would be what do they call that in the comic books? What are those multiple universes or something? Multiverse or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I have
y'all the ones that like to claim titles.
Multiverse. Yeah.
Y'all the ones that claim titles that should be claimed. So
we get Alabama gets none of the titles. They win none of the national championships. We get none of the starting quarterbacks on opening day. None of that happens in Shannon Russell's multiverse.
NFL bust. Future NFL bust. That's what you should be saying. Joe Burrow is rated above both of them. That's what you need to know. That's what you need to understand.
He doesn't play for LSU anymore. Can you? Isn't that amazing?
Cleveland Browns.
You brought it up. You made the comparison here, sir.
How can one guy come into a program and just take every bit of their hope with them? I mean, this is almost like remember Tim Tebow did that to Florida.
Yep. I did.
Came in and just built them up into like God.
Y'all are just so ridiculous.
And then he left and it was gone. It was so over. You know how many years that Florida went through irrelevancy for years and years and years? Remember Lon Zook? Remember that guy?
All you need to understand is Bama is not going back-to-back this year. You want to make a wager on that? That's what you need to be worried about. Because I know that's what y'all think.
Why would I be worried about that?
Yeah, I'm not worried at all. I actually feel good about it.
This is not.
Even if you turn out to be correct, why would I be worried about that?
Yeah, I mean, which one game are we going to lose? Georgia? I don't think we're losing to Georgia this year. I don't feel like it. I don't know how much you want to spend. Hey, you over there sitting there with no lights on. I'm feeling sorry for you. Let's make it at just $10 or something. Yeah.
Shannon, make a prediction on this LSU UCLA game. I want a prediction.
Score.
Oh God, I knew I should have prepared myself for this.
Just pull something out of your ass.
You usually do.
I was about to say that's no different than the other time.
Yeah.
Imagine how many times I've been correct, and now we're just like, wow, she is so good at this.
It
She's a
happens.
chick. We just can't get over it.
Once every 40, 50, 60 predictions. Yeah, it happens.
Right.
I got a
I pretty much
notification.
do all on the podcast plenty of times. Okay, so you want to score? Let's go.
Yeah, I want to score.
Oh, the stars are so pretty out tonight. They seem real good.
When it's getting all romantic. I love this. Get your camera on.
I'm sitting on the front porch in the rocking chair looking at the stars.
In your workout clothes. In your grubby workout clothes and your oily hair. Yeah. That's so hot.
Way out in the stick.
Way out. Yeah. Nobody could hear you scream for miles.
How about that score, Shannon?
Yeah. Okay, I'm working on it. Your boyfriend is distracting me. Okay.
Doug and myself are not dating. I'm a single man, as far as you're concerned.
I know y'all are former Auburn fans, though. That I do know.
I am. Okay. I'm a former Auburn fan. Doug is not. Doug is a lifelong Alabama fan.
True story.
Shannon.
What?
Are you married?
Okay, I'm thinking about it. Okay, I'm gonna say that the score is gonna be. I'm gonna go with 38 LSU to 28 UCLA.
38-28.
All right.
You think it's going to be a close game?
That ain't close. The betting line is closer than that, but I don't care.
I mean, 38-28. I mean, that's you're a little worried, Shannon. That's what you're saying.
No, I'm not.
Mike, can we hear you now?
It's the Pac-12.
Yeah.
All right, give us a score prediction on this one.
UCLA by 10.
Okay.
By 10. Wow. 31-28 UCLA.
31-28. Pike keeps that 3-point swing.
Yeah. Chip Kelly's not used to kicking field goals, but he'll kick a
Hey,
field
I
goal.
want to see your actual bet, though. I don't believe that. I think you're just talking smack.
Nope.
Yeah, screenshot your actual bet.
I put my money where my mouth is. I put my money where my mouth is. I'll make the post. And I'll tag you in it.
In the next podcast, I'll go live on video if I don't win.
I like that. What will you be wearing?
You have to be wearing lingerie.
Not an Alabama.
No. I don't want to get all pervy with it, but if you wore something very low cut and revealing, it wouldn't hurt.
I'm not trying to sell. Don't try to solicit me there, Madden. It'll cost you a lot more.
I'm not soliciting. I'm not selling this. No, this is for me. This is for my own personal purpose.
We're trying to promote the podcast. Like you said, we got to come up with new ideas. This sounds like a new idea.
You send me some pics in my inbox. I'll send you some pics in the inbox. That's how it works.
I am proud of you. You act like you weren't paying attention, but Pike was paying attention. Everything I said.
I am. I'm a good listener.
Pike, he wore a sheet one time. Can we talk about that? About that sheet? That is still my absolute most favorite thing that Justin Pike ever did was just simply post a picture of him fully erect holding a sheet. Yeah. I don't know if he was fully erect or not, but the way he was holding the sheet, it looked like he was fully erect.
He's looking at it. He's looking over here like, I did what?
I don't remember that.
That was on SEC Smack. You might have been drunk when you posted it, but it caused some problems. I remember that. And
I don't drink the way I used to.
That's good.
Justin, give us your lock of the week.
Here.
I mean, here's my lock of the week. Georgia will beat Clemson. They finally get over the hump.
And that's your Justin Pike lock of the week.
Take Georgia, take UCLA, put a lot of money on it, and you will be rich.
Don't put that mojo on my team.
Hey Shannon, why don't after this podcast, why don't you FaceTime me and we'll talk some more about that?
I love it.
Why don't you come fix my lights, Justin? Come fly down here and fix my lights.
He's got the money. He can do it.
I'll fly you down tonight.
And that's your Justin Pike lock of the week.
Check them flights. Check the flight books.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I'll see y'all.
Talk to y'all later.
Later, guys.
Bye.
Smacking Off the Podcast would like to invite you to stream the podcast weekly at one of our streaming platforms. You can find us at facebook.com/smackology. Also at the Smacking Off the Podcast Facebook page, just search it on Facebook. You can also find our latest podcast episodes at youtube.com/c/smackingoffthepodcast. Tune in each Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern for a new episode.
Be sure to purchase next sweet home saving sauce by following our Amazon affiliate link in the video description. By doing so, you will help to support and grow this podcast.
Smacking Off the Podcast's Battle of the Gurus.
This is the Smacking Off the Podcast Battle of the Gurus. We've got number 4 seed Landon Beeman going against number 13 Mike Richardson. How you guys doing?
All right, man, not bad.
Good, everybody. We're here. We're Fake Profiles is here and we're ready.
Man,
all we need Shannon Russell.
There's one thing that does interest me. How you're going to pick on LSU UCLA in this one.
I don't know. I mean, because I don't want to pick UCLA, but I elected for the sake of the group.
Yep.
I elected to take UCLA just so we could appease Miss Russell, because she seems very flustered by what I have done to her. Extremely flustered.
That doesn't guarantee that you're going to pick UCLA in this segment, though, does it?
Oh, it does. It does not, depending on what Mike does. If we come down to a tiebreaker, I may have to do it.
Well, I've got a tiebreaker already, but I've got it set. It's just going to be a question. But anyway, we'll go ahead and get started on this. Penn State at Wisconsin.
Go ahead, Mike.
I still think Penn State's going to smash them. I mean, I think Penn State will beat them by. Well, I mean, not smash. They're going to beat them by at least 10.
All right, Landon.
All right, I'm gonna roll with Wisconsin.
All right.
I'll make this easy right off the bat. Give me the Badgers.
All right. We've got Bama and Miami at a neutral site game in Atlanta.
That won't even be close, man. Alabama's going to kill them.
Yeah, we can go ahead and just skip on that one. That'll be a breeze as usual. Slight work.
All right. This is an interesting game to me. It may be a shitty game, and Texas may roll over their ass, but we've got Louisiana Raging Cajuns going to Texas, and they are returning just about everybody from last year. Louisiana.
That is weird. That is so because I was looking at the Vegas line on that. That's only like an 8. Texas, I think, is only an 8-point favorite.
Yep.
I actually like the Raging Cajuns in that game.
You like them to win the game
yes,
straight
sir.
up? All right. Let me put you down.
Okay.
Landon?
Mike, I like the balls. Glad to have you on. I like the balls. Good for you. I'm taking the Texas Shorthorns.
All right. Got to throw some of these shitty games in. Although this is probably not a shitty game. It's kind of a little bit out of our circle. Indiana at Iowa.
I still think Indiana. I think they're going to fall back off the year they had a little bit last year, man. And Iowa's usually pretty stout on defense. But
Tough place to play as well.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to give the edge to Indiana, though, just because if they want to come out and prove that they belong playing against Ohio State, they got to start off beating Iowa. So.
Yep.
Look at this. Mike going with the underdogs tonight. I like this. But, not so fast there, Mike. I'm going to go with the Hawkeyes here, but the Children's Hospital always comes through for the Hawkeyes at Kitty Hawk. Always comes through. So give me the Children's Hospital.
All right. We've got Georgia and Clemson playing a neutral site game in Charlotte. I'm sure y'all have heard about this one.
Clemson's going to beat them. Georgia has more talent, but it's going to come down to coaching, and Kirby's just sucks at coaching. So. Coaching talent he has, so I'm going with Clemson.
I agree with Mike. Same evaluation. Dabo greater than Kirby. Easy pick. Give me Clemson by at least 10 points.
Easy pick for me too. If I was, definitely Clemson's I don't see Georgia winning this kind of game.
No, they replaced their whole secondary. Then the one guy that they actually got in the transfer portal, Tyke Smith from West Virginia, he got hurt. He can't even play.
Even without the injuries, I think if it was a really good game, I still think Georgia would figure out how to lose it.
I know he's not. And Trevor Lawrence was really good. And I'm not saying he obviously wasn't. He was a hell of a quarterback. But DJ is a very good quarterback, too. I mean, you don't go in as a freshman to Notre Dame and throw for over 400 yards, which, by the way, he's the only guy that's ever thrown for over 400 yards in the history of Notre Dame football against their defense. And then all of a sudden turn out to suck. He's obviously pretty freaking good.
Right. I agree.
All right, we've got LSU at UCLA.
Man, I kind of, as much as I hate to say it, I almost want to say UCLA in this game just because of LSU traveling out west.
God, Doug, I'm torn. I'm torn on this because, I'm sitting here telling myself, why should I believe a Pac-12 team is going to beat a SEC team? Why? What evidence do I have to support that? Hell, Oregon won their conference and couldn't even beat Bo Nix.
You're right.
I mean, I agree with you though. As much as I hate to say it, I don't want to pick UCLA.
But see, Mike, I have a thing here. I have to go with UCLA because of this random ass bet I have.
But you don't have to do it in this segment.
I know I don't, but I feel like I have to go big or go home here. Fuck it, give me UCLA. Fuck it. You know what? I'm gonna do it. Everything. Let's do it. Give me UCLA.
Mike, you going LSU on this one?
Yeah, I'll take LSU. Give me LSU.
All right. Okay. All right. Here's a shitty game. I don't know if you guys are up on these teams, but we've got BYU going to Arizona.
BYU will still beat them.
I agree.
Is Kevin Sumlin still at Arizona?
No, he got fired.
Thank God.
No, it's Herm Edwards.
No, that's Arizona State.
No, Arizona State. Yeah, never mind.
Who do you like, Mike? Landon.
BYU.
Okay. All right.
Who'd you roll with in that one, Mike?
I went with BYU myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Arizona's terrible. I like to stick these games in though because you never know, and I like these crappy games. That's where typically these pick'ems are won and lost. Because we're not going against the line on this, so you got to throw these. BYU's capable of going to Arizona and losing.
Absolutely.
But anyway, Texas Tech at Houston.
I want to go with Houston myself. I really think Houston's defense is going to be all right, and I think it holds them in a close game.
All right.
I'm going with Texas Tech. Houston left me a bad taste because last year in bowl picks against Hawaii, of all teams, they played Hawaii in a bowl game. And Houston lost me a ton of money in bowl season this past year.
So you're pissed.
They were 14-point favorites and lost me a ton of money. I'm still pissed off.
They done pissed you off then, okay.
Yeah, they pissed me off, so give me the Red Raiders. Give me Texas Tech.
All right, here, this would have been a big game back in the 1990s, guys. Notre Dame at FSU.
Notre Dame will go in there and beat them by 14 anyway. Probably a lot more than that, but Notre Dame's going to kill them.
Landon?
I'm going to take Notre Dame. I don't think they'll kill them. I think you're looking at probably a 27-17 type game. Mm-hmm. Notre Dame breaking in a new quarterback, and Florida State got a ton of transfers in the offseason. Now, will they be all a cohesive unit by game one? That's to be determined. But I'll go with Notre Dame. I trust Brian Kelly more than Mike Norvell, but I think that game will actually be a little bit better than people think.
It's always scary with these teams that have a national brand like Florida State because when they come back, they typically don't give any warning that they're coming back. You get what I'm saying? They suck, and then all of a sudden, they don't.
Right.
But yeah, I agree with both of you guys. Notre Dame all day. Maybe not a blowout. Who knows? Because, like you say, Florida State may have some players now. But I have to agree. All right. This may be the most interesting game. That's why I left it for last. Louisville and Ole Miss in Atlanta.
There ain't a part of me, being a Kentucky fan, that's going to pick Louisville, period, to begin with. But even that being said, I mean, them losing Tutu Atwell to the NFL, I mean, that was, Javion Hawkins being gone. I think just Lane Kiffin's going to have too much for him. I think Ole Miss rolls them.
All right. Landon?
Yeah, I'm gonna take Ole Miss as well. I do like Scott Satterfield. I think he's got a really good offense, how he runs it and everything like that. But I think, and that's going to be a really high scoring game because Ole Miss did not do anything in the offseason to improve their defense whatsoever.
Interesting that you say that it's going to be a high scoring game because that leads us to our tiebreaker for tonight. And the way we're going to do this year is we don't want anybody to be able to tie on the tiebreaker. So we used to just do stuff like this. How many points is Ole Miss going to score against Louisville? Whoever got closest would win. But one time we come really close to the two picks on the score being exactly the same distance from the score, one over and one under. So what we're going to do this year is closest you get to the score without going over wins the tiebreaker if we need the tiebreaker.
Closest you get to the score without going over.
Without going over. So how many points is Ole Miss going to score on Louisville?
42.
42 for Mike.
42. Okay, so I'll just say without going over. I'll say I'll just say 43.
All right. Thanks.
All right, so Mike, guess what?
What's that?
To get this thing, I think you got to hit right on, don't you?
Pretty much.
Yeah, because I mean, if it's 43, Landon gets it.
Yep.
If it's 41, y'all are both. Oh shit, y'all could both go over on this one. If you both go over, and this is the way we're going to do the whole year. If you both go over, whoever's closest gets it.
All right.
Does that sound fair?
Yeah, that'd be fine. So if it's 41, then I get it.
That's right.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Man, we got this shit knocked out quicker than I thought. 12 minutes in.
Yep.
All right. Good luck to both of y'all, and I guess we're going to have to wait till Monday to know who wins. Well, possibly.
Yeah.
Somebody might have such an edge by then that we'll already know, but
I'm just really see what Wildcats do this weekend anyway. I've been itching to watch them.
All right. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, dog.
Here's 6 things that you can do to help support this podcast. Like, share and comment on our videos. Buy our merchandise. Use our affiliate web links to buy great products and services from our affiliates. And tell others about our podcast.
Stream it like a pro with VidGo. 95 plus channels, $10 for the first month, and only $55 a month after that. Go to smackology.life/VidGo to order VidGo today. VidGo TV is compatible with Amazon Fire TV devices, Apple TV, Android phones and tablets, Android smart TVs, Apple phones and tablets, Roku streaming devices, and web browsers on laptops and PCs.